Hey, how we doing, everybody? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and all I'm going to be doing in this video is giving you my play for this TNT Tuesdays No Sweat Same Game Parlay, or Same Game Parlay Plus, so it doesn't have to be an SGP. The only thing that you need to keep in mind, there's a couple things. Number one, eligible games include the Warriors versus Mavericks and the Clippers versus Blazers. So I think there's only 3 or 4 games tonight, but it has to be one of these two. In terms of the unit sizing, I always play the max that the sportsbook will refund. In this case, it's $5 that FanDuel is giving me, but I've seen people have it up to $100. So whatever FanDuel is going to refund you is what I would recommend unit sizing on this one. And the other things in terms of the SGP or SGP plus itself has to be 3 legs, has to be plus 400 or higher. So plus 450, plus 500 would qualify. Then just make sure you click opt in, and you will know that it worked when you see the accepted here. And then you can just click bet now, and it takes you to the NBA page. So yeah, there are 3 games tonight. Has to be the latter 2, the Warriors versus Mavericks and the Clippers versus Blazers. But more importantly, how do we find plays to put into these same game parlays? That's obviously the most important question to have answered. And I just use OddsJam. I use the positive expected value page. So all I do is I filter specifically for the book, in this case FanDuel, and then I filter specifically for the league, which is NBA, and it pulls up positive expected value plays specifically in these games. So right off the bat, I think there are 4 plays that we can add. Yusuf Nurkic over 3.5 assists. Luka under. I guess that odds changed on that one. So let me give this one a refresh. Use the most up-to-date odds. So it is, the Nurkic over 3.5 made threes. Warriors minus 1.5 point spread. And then the Luka under 2.5 made threes changed to plus 110. So let me make sure that I can get all of those into a same game parlay, but the math behind it is the most important thing. So I'll use this Nurkic assist one as an example. So when you are doing parlays, to be honest with you, they can be one of the more square things that sports bettors do. In general, sportsbooks lick their chops when a sports bettor places a bunch of parlays. It's hard to get one bet to hit. It's very hard to get multiple bets to hit. And then especially if you're losing all your money, if one of them doesn't. But that doesn't mean that parlays should just be totally avoided. The ways that you can make parlays profitable, number one, using boosts, using promos such as this FanDuel one. Caesars has a bunch, DraftKings has a bunch, BetMGM, FanDuel, they all have a bunch of different parlay boosts. So take advantage of those. And then in terms of the plays that you are adding, just make sure that they're positive expected value. If you can consistently place positive expected value parlays, then you can be profitable in the long run. So this Yusuf Nurkic one, the play is at plus 145 at FanDuel. The OddsJam Novig odds, let me zoom in a little bit, price this at about plus 143. So these odds are pulled, these Novig odds you see here, are pulled from the sharpest sports books in the world in terms of pricing odds. So OddsJam back tested a bunch of betting opportunities, like thousands of betting opportunities, just trying to determine what sportsbooks do the best job at pricing odds, right? Historically, which sportsbooks are the best over the course of time. And then once that determination had been made from all of this testing, tracking all the like millions of data points, then they remove the VIG from those books to set the market moving forward. So say, hey, historically, these X amount of sportsbooks consistently do the best job at pricing odds. So we're going to use them to set the market, and we're going to find betting opportunities that have better odds than these sports books. So in this case, the Yusuf Nurkic one is exactly what we're looking for. Plus 145 on OddsJam. So let me go to the Clippers versus Trailblazers. Player assists, I'm looking for Yusuf Nurkic, and I'm looking for 4+ assists, should be plus 145. So that is bet number 1. And then let's see if these other 2 I can put in an SGP as well. The Warriors spread minus 1.5, so I need to go back. Warriors minus 1.5. So the odds changed on that one. They are no longer minus 102. But that's okay. I can still lock in this Luka Doncic one and the Spencer Dinwiddie one. So I'm going to go to player threes, and we're taking the Luka under, we're taking the Spencer Dinwiddie over, and this is going to be my 3-leg SGP plus 919 odds. Unfortunately, I can only put $5 on this one, but for those of you at home, you can bet more. And to confirm, Yusuf Nurkic 4+ assists, Luka under 2.5 made threes, Dinwiddie over 2.5 made threes as my SGP for this no sweat same game parlay, and that's going to be it. So if you're tailing this, I have gotten a couple of these to hit between the NFL and the NBA. So it's been profitable over the course of the season. So I recommend tailing. If you do, comment and let me know. But that's it. So appreciate you guys watching and have a good one.